All right, all right, all right. If you are here with us today, you know you got you some Lady Indians basketball action. Brought to you by Sherman Floor Care and the Dairy Bar, the best in town. Anyway, if you're here, you know that we got New Diana, Grand Saline facing off at the Eddie Rogers tournament. Sorry about the little time delay. They changed the scheduling up a little bit. This game was supposed to be at 8 o'clock. They did some rearranging, and now it is at 10:15. So here we are. I got to give a big shout out. Our crew is sort of like scrambled eggs today. Jamie is in Dallas watching college football. We got Katie's wedding dress shopping. And so on the board over here in Katie's spot, we got Kimberly Sherman. She came up here all by her lonesome to run the board, make sure the show went on. And then we got my favorite man, Watson, back here. Don't even know his last name, Watson. If you got Watson as a first name, you don't need to know the last one. I mean, it's just that cool. And then, of course, we got our buddy Tristan here, Tristan Thompson, right? He is here with us. He's working the soundboard for us. So our crew's expanding. So anyway, here we are now. We're getting ready for some New Diana Lady Indians basketball action on the court for your Lady Indians. We've got Hoover, we've got Phillips, we've got Rumfield, we've got Applegate, and we've got Harrell. On the court for your New Diana Eagles, we've got Reese, we have Stanley, we have Evans, we have Crabtree, and we have Tinneman. Getting ready for the jump. Everything got really quiet in here. That's sort of weird. I don't like that. Let's just add some fun to it. All right, here we go. And all right, there is a money jump for the Indians. Hoover brings that one down and over into the hands of Rumfield. The Indians are coming at this. Coach said that they were going to learn how to pump the brakes a little bit after playing two really salty 4A teams coming in against New Diana. Ooh, feed into Phillips. Oh, it looks like there might have been a little bit of contact on that ball. Rumfield picks up the rebound and bam, puts some money in the bank for the Great Lady Indians. That's going to be 2-0 in favor of the ladies in orange and black. We got the New Diana Eagles in town. They're over here at the Ed Rogers tournament. They trying to make a mark in the tournament. This is the second time up and ooh off the front of the rim. That's going to be Reese with that shot that wasn't able to land. Rumfield going to go coast to coast and off the glass and in like Flynn, baby. There we go. There's 4 more in the bank. Your Lady Indians, they played 2 really tough games yesterday. They played Chapel Hill and then they played Brownsboro, and both of them are salty 4A teams. These girls are looking for a little bit of breathing room, but bam. That's going to be Crabtree going to come in and put some money in the bank for the Eagles. Looks like Hoover's going to slow things down, get the ball over to Rumfield. Rumfield kicks it over to Phillips. Phillips up and, ooh, off the front of the rim. Rebound's going to fall into New Diana's possession, and they're going to bring it up. If you're watching this in 4K, I want to say thank you to John Gibson and Gibson Service Company. Guys, I can't speak enough about Gibson and what all they've done for this production. They have taken us to a whole new level, and we just have to say thank you to him and Gibson Service Company. If you need sand and gravel, y'all be sure and contact Gibson Services. If you need civil engineering, contact Gibson Service Company. And guys, thank John Gibson if you see him out and about town. He does so much for the community. Thank you so much. And if you're sitting here watching it, you're watching this on the newly formed VZTV LLC, baby. And that's thanks to Elliott Law Firm, the official law firm of VZTV and the Grand Saline Sun. So we are building this channel. It'll be about 2 weeks. We're going to be 24-hour broadcasting. And we'll be able to be found on Roku and Amazon Fire, as that one goes a little bit wild off of Reese's fingertips. I think everybody got a good chuckle out of that one as the officiating staff took a dive. Anyway, but you're also not only going to be able to find us on the Roku and Amazon Fire platforms, which you can find as you buy it out of Walmart off the shelf. Look us up, but you can also get that brand new upgraded phone that you just purchased. And guess what? Find us in the App Store, Amazon and Apple iOS. That's going to take about 2 weeks to build. Y'all stay tuned for big information. Now back to the action here. We've got the Lady Indians and the Eagles have managed to tie it up here 6-6 with 4:57 in the first period. We got Chapel Hill and Gilmer just got done playing on the boys' side of things. That was a good competition. Harold going to grab that ball away from Evans on that one. Okay, I guess that's Evans Holland is what that says. So I guess it's a hyphenated name. I'm sorry to the family on that one. I'm a bad boy. My bad. I'll airball myself. There we go. All right, back in the action. The Indians slowing it down, trying to work it on the outside. Harold going to be at the top of the arch. Going to get back over to Applegate. They're trying to figure a way to get something inside. They're going to try to take a more calculated approach. Applegate at the top of the arch, going to leave it over to Rumfield. Rumfield's going to put it up and in like Flynn, baby. There we go. That's going to give the Indians, our Lady Indians, 3 lead. There we go. And again, if you're watching this at home, you can thank Jamie Sherman and Kimberly Sherman, who's here working with us today while her husband is playing hooky from the job with Sherman Floor Care. And as well as, if you're heading west, stop for the best and stop at the Dairy Bar, baby. They the best around. They've been the best around forever. Ooh, in and out for Phillips. Trying to match that three-pointer Rumfield put up a while ago. We're going to have Stanley going to bring it down for the New Diana Eagles. Going to be working around the outside. The Eddie Rogers tournament is brought in memory of Eddie Rogers, a coach and a longtime member of the community here. He's touched so many lives over the years. Always a student favorite, a staff favorite, and, his memory still lives on today by this tournament. And we want to thank the family of Coach Rogers for allowing us to spend our time with him while he was among us. That goes another one for Phillips to put it in the bank. That's going to be 11-6 for your Lady Indians. Oh, there she did. She got a little bit of a step in, and she wasn't supposed to. As I like to say, these boots were made for walking. You're not supposed to do in basketball. So there we go. We got some smiles on the court. Looks like they're enjoying themselves. Rumfield going to take it down to the arch. Going to work her way off the screen from Applegate. Going to kick it over to Harrell. Harrell's going to try to find a way inside. Ooh, going to go off of a foot of somebody in there. Going to come back up in Rumfield's hand. He's going to take it to the paint. Kick it out to Harrell. Harrell from the corner. Ooh. I think we got I don't know where the foul came from. I missed something there, but they putting Harold on the line. She's going to get 3 shots. That one, a no-go. Again, we want to thank those that are over here. We got Tristan on the soundboard. We got Watson over there helping on the brains of the operation, the computer thing that has 4 screens and buttons that I don't know what to do with. And Miss Kimberly Sherman over there making sure that everything transitions just right in the absence of Miss Katie. She's out there trying to buy the perfect wedding dress. We're going to put one more in the bank. That's 12-6 for your Lady Indians. They have doubled the New Diana Eagles here on a Saturday morning. We want to thank everybody for viewing, and I'm trying to figure out what I done with my phone. Hold on just a second. I found it right back here. I generally have my live feed going on. But I messed around and got to talking before I did that. That's coast to coast for Rumfield. Way to go. Gonna put some on. All right, we got a pretty good crowd. Here we go. I've got to catch up on some comments. Great tournament, honoring the great players. All right, thank you, Travis Jordan. Got a whole bunch of go on. Let's go, Indians. All right, we got a whole Jamie messages from the stands of AT&T Stadium. We're in the traffic getting there. I don't know which one. Anyway, if y'all are part of this broadcast, y'all be sure and like, tag, and share, and boom! I think that was Jazzy Barrientos that put that one up. I thought, yes, ma'am, from the corner, Jazzy. Good for some points on the board. Ooh, another long one from Reese. I think she missed her calling. Maybe she should have been a quarterback. She got a pretty good arm on her. Either that or this court ain't wide enough. I don't know. Maybe this ain't a wide enough court. Maybe it's not regulation. We'll have to get that measured. Somebody get to stepping it off. Rumfield going to roll off the screen from Applegate. Going to feed it inside, which Applegate able to grab it. Kicks it back out to Jazzy. Let's see if she can double down. Boom, baby. Got another tray in the book for the Jazzy. I'm just going to say this to Jazzy's mom. It's sort of hard to call her Barrientos when you give her a first name like Jazzy. The New Diana working her way on the outside of the arch, trying to figure out a way to get some playroom up in for Reese, and it is good for Reese. Put some more points on the board for the Eaglettes. Rumfield going to the top, kick it over to Jazzy. She thought about tripling down, but she says not going to go for the hat trick yet. She rolls around. Rumfield kicks it out to Harrell. Harrell goes to match it from the other corner. Ooh! Air ball. You know they don't like that. Nobody likes the feeling of an air ball. I've thrown up more than my share. Kicked out to Reese. Reese tries to answer. Ooh! She did. She answered the air ball. That's not the answer they were looking for, though, I'm sure. Okay, here we go. Rumfield kicks it down. Here's Jazzy. On the other end of the court, up and ooh, off the bottom of the rim. New Diana comes up with the rebound. Sasser kicks it over to Reese. Reese kicks it inside to Staunch. Staunch cashes in on that opportunity and puts more on the board for the Eaglettes. Oh, long roll by Rumfield, which is not going to land. As we sit here and we step away from the basketball action, they go over to their respective benches. Let's sit here and let's speak about our sponsors. Number one, Sherman Floor Care. First thing I got to say, Jamie Sherman, I know you're out there listening wherever you're at and what you're doing. That's on you for making me do this by myself today. And you know what, Jamie? Just because of that.
Becky is here to tell you, Jamie, I hope that the taco chips that you're going to eat up there are stale because you left me here with Bert, and I don't like Bert. I told you that, Jamie.
Get out of here, Becky. Get up there in the stand and stop talking my ear off. Jamie's trying to drive anyway. He probably just tried to drive off a bridge to get away from you. Goodness gracious. Anyway, you guys, y'all be sure to thank Jamie and Kim Sherman. And if you got anything on your, look, it's holiday season. People going to walk in, they going to step in something on the outside. It's not supposed to be on the inside and get it on the inside when you want it on the outside. Call them to get it out of your carpet. John Gibson, Gibson Service Company. He offers us the 4K crystal clear studio here, the best of the best. Guys, we thank John Gibson and Gibson Service Company. We got Nikki rolling up here in the crowd. She is an ex-Lady Indian herself, and she said, I want to be a part of this basketball action. Put the dairy bar on board. They came on board to help Sherman Floor Care on the girls. Here you go. You're sitting at home. They're on the court. She's sitting in the stands because she loves them so much. She's not even watching the broadcast. She's doing this for you guys. And, of course, if you're watching it right now, you're watching on VZTV LLC. And that's thanks to Elliott Law Firm, the official law firm of VZTV and Grant Saline Son. Y'all be sure and thank all of our sponsors. Back to basketball action. New Diana's on the move now. Kicked inside to Reese. Reese unable to find some room. Kicks it back out to Stanley. Stanley puts it up. Ooh, comes back up into Sasser's hands, but she travels before she gets that shot off. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what she did. Ball's going to end back up in Indian hands. And I promise you guys, if I am being too stupid, you can blame Jamie Sherman for that. You can literally look his ad up in my newspaper, get his phone number, and tell him how bad you are at him for leaving you with me as you're placing your order to get your carpet cleaned. You got to do that. You can't just call him up and hate on him. You got to get some carpet service and hate up on him while he's doing your carpet. That's the deal. All right, y'all go after him. I want to thank every single one of you guys for coming in here, tuning in on your Saturday morning. I know there's 1,000 different things you could be doing, but right now you watching Phillips make a drive to the paint, kick it out to Hoover. Hoover driving the baseline up, and ooh, she gets the foul on the way to the bucket. So y'all just saw that live and in action right here on VZTV LLC, baby. Jamie just told me that Hunter, one of our crew members, Hunter Sherman, just got accepted into UT Tyler Nursing School. He said, tell his mama. Well, guess what, mama? You learned when everybody else in the country freaking learned out. He loving that. She's over here with a big old smile on her face. She's doing the yes pump. Hunter Sherman, he's a smart child, and he's been doing that nursing career studying. Hoover puts them on the board for the Indians. All right, 21-11 as the Lady Indians step out to a 10-point advantage. We got Stanley trying to work the top of the arch, trying to figure out a way to get some points on the board. Kicks it out to Reese. Reese all the way across. I think that's number 11. Okay, that's number 11. Linwood. Linwood saves it from going out of bounds, but she's off balance. Gets it back out to Sasser. Sasser tries to find Stanley. The Lady Indians are putting on a pretty good little press for the Lady Eagles. Reese tries to drive the baseline, kicks it out to Stanley. Ooh, air ball. Comes out in Phillips' hand, kicks it back over to Harrell. Harrell kicks it to the inside. Hoover up, and it's good. Look at that fluid action on the Lady Indians. 23-11 with 6:32 on the clock. As I've always said, guys, we're on YouTube and we're on Facebook. Be sure to like, tag, and share. And if you're on Facebook, on YouTube, y'all be sure and subscribe to the channel. Every time we go live, you will see that, or every time we go live, you will see. Every time you go live, I don't know. That didn't make no sense, did it? I'm sitting here trying to watch basketball action and do all these pitches as well. 26-11 as your Indians continue to spread their wings and fly, so to speak. Ooh, Applegate stops that feed from inside by Linwood. Linwood still trying. Oh, there goes Applegate. Grabs it from the backside. Swings it around. Trying to take coast to coast. The long way goes out to Phillips, and it is, off the back of the rim. Applegate gets the rebound. Kicks it over to Rumfield. Rumfield up, and off the back of the rim. Back up with Hoover, and finally put something in the piggy bank. We got Stanley bringing the ball down. She's going to try to figure out how to work it around. That was trying to be fed inside to Johnson, but it came up in Rumfield's hands. Rumfield all the way to the bucket, off the glass. Money in the bank. Score sitting at 30-11 with 4:58. Looks like we're going to send a fresh set of legs in here. Looks like it's going to be pretty much a clean slate. Pierce Phillips will be the only one. Only one, Phillips and Hoover. Melton going to bring the ball around off the inbound. Phillips to set it up, kicks it over to Lewis. Lewis kicks it inside to Hoover. Hoover, she going to get in trouble for dropping that shoulder. That was a little bit obvious there. I don't know what they say, but that proves basketball is a contact sport, my friends. Basketball is just a little bit obvious there. Yeah, Coach even admitted that one was a little bit obvious there. All right. Stanley going to bring the ball down for the New Diana Eagles. Over to Reese. Reese surveying the court. Going to work her way around the Indian pressure. And that one goes into Melton's hands, but not before Phillips gets called for the reaching foul. Want to thank everybody out there for watching. Please like, tag, and share. If you know anybody that's ever even touched the court as a Grand Saline Indian, y'all be sure and tag them. They're going to want to follow this network. Even if they don't care about today's game, they'll know we're here. They'll know that we're just growing. So y'all help us grow. Like, tag, and share this. Good pressure by the Lady Indians. Jazzy in the face of Stanley. Grace C. going to make the pressure. Phillips going to get a finger on that one. Eagles still trying to find a way inside. Got Tennyson, finally got the ball at the top of the key. Unable to do anything with it. Going to get it in the hands of Jazzy Barrientos, who's going to go all the way to the glass, up and off the back of the backboard, but she's going to draw a foul from Stanley before she gets there. Good hustle play by Jazzy Barrientos, taking it all the way, going up and drawing the foul. Mama Morgan's over there going, woohoo! Looks like we're going to go timeout on this side. While we got that, I want to sit there and I want to give a little shout out to my home church. We got to surveying all the guys that are involved in this, and it was funny enough. Just about every single one of us went to Main Street Church. So if you do not have a church home, y'all come see us on Sundays. John Gibson is a friend, a member of that church. We were sitting there and he said, Bert, don't pitch my company so much. He says, let's talk about the church. He wants to spread the word. That's the effect that membership at Main Street Church has. You just want to tell everybody about it. If you don't have church service that you attend regularly, if you're not a member of a church y'all come visit us at Main Street. We have 3 services. We have a 9 o'clock, we have an 11 o'clock, and we also have a 4 o'clock for those of you that do not like to rise and shine with the Roosters. So y'all come see us at Main Street Church. Everybody's invited. Christ welcomes all. All righty, they buzzed the buzzer to get everybody out of the huddles and back on the hardwood. There's time to play some basketball. All right, guys. I see our audience is continually growing. Y'all be sure and get this. We've got a full day of basketball action for you. Y'all stay tuned for the schedule. We know that the boys are coming up here at about 12:30, I think it is, and then we've got at least 2 more games after that. I think we'll keep y'all all up to date.
This is not a test. This is your emergency.
Jazzy unable to put that penny in the bank, but she's going to try to get one more effort at it. Up and right in there. All ball in the net. Jazzy Barrientos brings a score of 31-11. The Lady Indians take a step out lead. If y'all out there watching right now, y'all tell us where you're watching from. If you got a player on the court, let us know who they are. Got a little stop in the action off the whistle. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but it's going to be New Diana ball on the inbound at the baseline. Reese trying to find some work. Gets it over there to Tennyson. Tennyson kicks it out to Pringle. Pringle, they're going to be working around the top of the arch. The Grand Slaying Indians' own defense is working really good. Ooh, Lewis got a hand on that ball, but unfortunately it was pulled back in by Tennyson. Stanley kicks it over to Reese. Reese attacks the baseline, goes up, draws the foul from Melton. As she goes up, puts it in. She's going to get 2 on the line. Mama Morgan's in the comments, says, that's my girl, go Jazzy. I know that Morgan's going to be in every broadcast. She is about as faithful as it gets. Reese unable to put that one on the board. Got one more attempt. Morgan's watching from Brownsboro as the middle school boys play. See, that's another benefit about being right here on VZTV, baby. Y'all can be out watching the siblings play because you know you can catch 4K quality action right here. Watch it anyway. Reese puts one in the bank, brings them up to 12. 31 for your Lady Indians as Lewis looks for the inbound. Thank you, Miss Morgan, for being a faithful follower, and we're happy that we can help you keep up with all them kiddos, no matter what side of the county they own. Jazzy going to take it around the corner. Lewis puts it up, and, ooh, it hits the glass just wrong. Phillips comes up with a rebound. Kicks back out, decides to take her shot at it. Ooh, not the way she wanted it to go. We'll just call that a pass. It just come off somebody's foot. That's what I'll say. She's smiling about it. Hey, that's one of those things that nobody likes to do. All right, here we go. Inbounded by Crabtree. Brought up by Sasser. Going to make their way down. We'll try to. Evans Holland was over there. Finally found her way out to Sasser. Sasser trying to figure out. Evans Holland. Kicks it inside to Staunch. Staunch up. Ooh. That wouldn't even fooled old Tristan here. He thought that one went in. Rumfield grabs it, takes it back up, kicks over to Harrell. Harrell up and, ooh, off the back of the rim. But Harrell gets her own rebound, makes it way back inside. Ooh, a big fight inside. Ooh, they call it a jump ball right before it pops out and lands in Harrell's hands. Grand Sling gonna get it. Jazzy gonna be bring it inbound. I see Dusty Pinkerton there. That's Applegate's biggest fan. Applegate's picking up, kicked out, gets the ball over to Rumfield. Back over to Jazzy. Up and, ooh, it's off the near side of the rim, but we do have us a foul. I have a feeling that's going to go against Harold because she slumped her shoulders. There was a New Diana player sliding on the ground, so I had a feeling that one of them Indians got a little bit of hip into that action. A little bit too much hip. I hip, you hip, we all hip. I want to give a shout out to the crew that's with us today. Corbin Fite up in the stands doing the 4K camera action up there. We got Kimberly Sherman over here on the stream deck and watching the monitor on the camera. We got Watson, my dear friend Watson, over here helping out on that side of it. And then we got Tristan over here on the soundboard making sure I don't blow your speakers out. And he's also in charge of a lot of the cha-chings and the that y'all hear. All righty. We got Staunch on the line. Ooh, that one doesn't even hit rim. They're going to say that one has to go to the baseline. Applegate points directly to the floor where she wants Rumfield to go. Rumfield grabs it, runs up the sideline. She decides I'm going to take it all the way into the paint. And boom, baby, coast to coast. What's going on, Coach? How you doing? Hey, Coach, you want to jump on the mic real quick? Hold on, let's get Coach hooked up with the mic. There we go. Oh, we go. There you go. We got Coach Corey Hass, the Grand Slam Indian boys basketball coach on the mic. He walked too close to me, and I grabbed him and said, "Get on the mic."
Yeah, you're always trying to get me on here to say something.
I'm going to get you on camera one of these days. You ain't going to be behind the camera. So, Coach, tell us a little bit about the basketball action that we're looking at today.
Well, we got Gilmer at 12:45, and then we should have Brownsboro, or we will have Brownsboro at 5:45. The boys are doing a round robin, so we play everybody, and I'm keeping up with the defensive points allowed in the coach's office.
Okay.
In case there is a tie, but.
And on the girls' side of it, they'll play one more time today.
Yes, sir. I'm not sure. They did some switching around on the girls' side.
Yeah,
so
I think they're gonna be fall right in between everybody else. So, but it's gonna be a full day of basketball action. So, how's this tournament going for you guys?
It's gone good. Every year we have Chapel Hill come in here with their big dudes running up and down the floor trying to embarrass people, but we stuck with them. You know, we did our thing.
Well, when you invite Chapel Hill, Gilmer, Brownsboro, I mean, what do you expect?
I think they invite themselves.
Oh, do you? Well, hey, you know what? As Coach Drenden says, don't jump into the season with sloths. You'll go after the best and get ready for it. So
That's
I mean,
right. I don't try to pad my schedule to get. I don't try to pad my schedule to get a bunch of wins. I try to prepare myself for the district play. So if anybody wants to slide over there to the Edgewood tournament and take notes for me, that's fine.
he's recruiting all scouts. Anyway, we know you're a busy man, Coach. We appreciate you jumping on here. Best of luck today.
Thank you.
All righty. Applegate comes up with the turnover right there as we end that interview. We want to thank Coach Corey Hass for jumping on with us. I get to spend a whole lot of I get to spend a whole lot of time up on top of the press box with him during football season because he does a lot of the filming and things up there for the school. So he and I have grown close over the past season, and now we get to cover him in basketball. We haven't been able to do this before. You know, before it was football when we got to stream, and then it was, shut down from there. As we go into your half, it is 33-12 in favor of your Lady Indians. We're going to sit here and allow these boys to warm up for the next game. We're going to run some commercials as we take some time off. We'll talk to y'all in a bit.
Call Trash Patrol today and be happy with your trash service. Go Indians!
Cruising down Main Street, yeah, sun sinking low. Got that feeling deep inside. Where do I go? Hungry, real hungry. Dairy bar, bright neon sign. Dairy bar,
Clothesline for you and mine. boats, small oats, we do it all. I know. Don't do laundry in your tub, no. Rub-a-dub is such a scrub. Let us do the work for you, yes. We'll pick it up and bring it to true. Clothesline for you and mine.
Quiero una casa, a pretty casa, un lugar para mi corazón. Far from the city, it isn't so hard. Just show me the yard. Mi casita, show me mi casita. A little house, that's where I wanna be.
Hi, I'm John David Crow with Wills Point Ford. We are proud to have served Van Zandt County and the surrounding areas for nearly 40 years. We are a family-oriented dealership, whether you're buying your first truck or servicing the one you've had for years. We support local events and treat every customer like a neighbor because you are.
Come see us at Wills Point Ford. We're not just a dealership, we're your hometown team.
Gibson Service Company is your hometown service company located right here in Grand Saline. Gibson Services offers an array of services no matter the scale of the job, such as civil engineering, commercial large-scale and corporate construction, commercial and residential sand and gravel, select fill and dirt pit, land clearing, concrete, asphalt and fencing. No matter the job site, Gibson will get the work done right. Gibson Service Company is the generous sponsor of Gibson Service Control Panel here at the Grand Saline Sun Live Local Now broadcast mothership. Thank you, John Gibson and Gibson Service Company. You guys rock.
Hi, I'm John David Crow with Wills Point Chevrolet. We are proud to have served Van Zandt County and the surrounding areas for nearly 40 years. We are a family-oriented dealership, whether you're buying your first truck or servicing the one you've had for years. We support local events and treat every customer like a neighbor because you are.
Come see us at Wills Point Chevrolet. We're not just a dealership, we're your hometown team.
Sherman floor care is here for a spotless shine, my dear. They clean it all so clear. They clean it all.
Hi, this is Kimberly Sherman with Sherman Floor Care. We believe your home deserves the very best. That's why we treat you like family, because we are family. We clean carpet, hardwood floors, air ducts, tile and grout, and more. Call 214-434-8012 to get on the schedule today.
Alrighty. 40 seconds is on the board. It's kicking off quicker than the sands of an hourglass, as my mama's favorite soap opera used to say. But now we're back here in Grand Saline, Texas at the Eddie Rogers Memorial Tournament. And I agree with Mr. Travis Jordan. Great man, great coach, and dearly missed among the community, but he made a great impact. I'm one of those he mentored. We now have the New Diana Lady Eagles, and we have the Grand Saline Lady Indians. The Lady Indians are on the bench over there. The Lady Eagles are making their way out of the locker room. Y'all stay tuned. We've got some more basketball action coming your way once the boys are going to have a matchup against Gilmer. That's going to be at 12:45 today. Y'all be sure and stay tuned. We'll keep y'all posted on the times of the other games. Like I said, Corbin's told me that we have some battery concerns, so we don't know exactly. Oh, it looks like we had the girls jumping up, waving at Corbin up there. I seen him smiling, and I looked over and seen the girls jumping. Hey, I like that. Let's get them involved. We want them to have fun. We're having fun watching them. Good camera work up there at Corbin. And also accompanying Corbin on the at the panel in Katie's Normalcy, we got Kimberly Sherman. She is owner of Sherman Floor Care. Today, Jamie is not an owner. You are the owner, Kimberly. It is all you. She says, I'm the boss. Jamie's playing hooky up there at AT&T Stadium, watching some championship football. And then we've got Tristan Thompson over here on the soundboard next to us, making me sound good, and the sound effects fall right in place. And we got my dear friend Watson back there. You are not allowed to go anywhere, Watson. You have already got a tagline, my dear friend Watson. So you're staying with us. These two guys jumped on board yesterday. Stanley puts one up and does not hit nothing. Gets down to Phillips as she goes up and puts some money in the bank for the Lady Indians. All 7 of you on here on Facebook, y'all be sure and tag, like, and share. Let's get them numbers back up. Let them know the second half is kicked off. 7:09. Do what? We got 8? He says we got 8, so we got 8. So we got 7 minutes on the clock. 35-14 is your advantage for the Indians. Kicked out to Stanley. Stanley is going to get intercepted by Rumfield, who goes coast to coast and puts some in the bank. All righty. The Lady Eagles are trying to get some composure. Slow it down a little bit in the hands of Stanley as she tries to set up the offense. Going to kick that over to Crabtree. They're going to make their way around. Back over to Stanley. Reese puts it up in the air and off the side of the rim, going to be picked up by Hoover. Hoover's going to kick it over to Rumfield. If you're watching this basketball product, Sherman Floor Care. Jamie Sherman is in Dallas right now, but he said that he wanted to be a part of this. I think it was because he wanted to be on the microphone. I don't think it was so. Yeah. Kim's over here saying, yeah, that was it. Yeah, give the boy a microphone. He's happy. So anyway, he said he's going to put some skin in the game. He's bringing you this basketball game along with the Dairy Bar. If you're headed west, stop for the best. Dairy Bar, they're right down there on that end of town. They've been down there serving generations. So y'all thank Nikki Rowan. She said she wanted to be a part of the girls' basketball coverage. She said she was a lady Indian herself. She loves to see this kind of product. A screen set by Apple Tree. Apple Tree kicks it back Apple Tree gets the ball in the paint. She doesn't make it. I was trying to do my sponsor pitches and then got all discombobulated. If you're watching this, you're watching on the brand newly formed VZ TV LLC, baby. Brought to you by Elliott Law Firm. Elliott Law Firm, the official law firm of the VZ TV and the Grand Saline Sun. And also, if you like that 4K crystal clear picture, you can thank Gibson Service Company. I don't care what it is. Thank them for it. If you need sand and gravel, don't fill the dog's digging hole. Go see them and get your dirt from them. Y'all be sure and thank him if you see him around town. It's because of his belief in this thing that it became reality. We also want to thank Leah Irwin and Flyaway. She keeps us looking fly while we're out here on the remotes. Grand Sling going to kick back, slow it up. Going to start working the ball around the outside of the arch. If you're out there, y'all be sure and let me know where you're watching from. How big of a screen are you watching these girls on? Eventually, you're just going to be able to find them on Amazon and Roku. There we go, inside for Rumfield. Going to take it all the way in there and make that money count. 39-17 is going to be your score. Y'all be sure and let us know where y'all watching from. We want to see how far our broadcast is getting out there. We're also eventually going to be found in the Apple and Android store. They're building our apps as we speak. We're going worldwide, baby! Up and over. Not able to connect with anything. Oh, she got away with that one. She knew she did, too. She sort of looked up with that guilty look. But you know what they say, all bad things must come to light. That one bounces out of bounds and gives the ball back. Justice has been served.
Bert, you better quit talking like that. I'm not going to put up with it. Jamie is not here to protect you.
Get out of here, Becky. I'm not going to put up with that. Get over there and sit down. This is a long day of basketball to put up with you. You get over on the other end of the gym. All right, back at it. We got inside was Stapleton that was fed, but she wasn't able to connect. We got Rumfield bringing the ball up. She's going to try to make a juke and a jive and go up, and, she didn't draw the foul. Hoover inside fighting for the rebound and does draw that foul. Put her on the line. All righty, everybody. Y'all be sure, like, tag, and share. Y'all get the word out. We're out here. If you're on YouTube, y'all be sure to subscribe to the channel. You'll know every time we go live. Then you can come in and tune in whichever way you want to. Hoover up and good. She puts that penny in the bank. We want to give a shout out to our refereeing, and we want to thank them. We're going to say thank you to the most hated guys in the room. We got to show them a little bit of love. They put up, they run up and down this court a whole lot during these tournaments. Hoover up and another one in the bank. 41 for your Lady Indians with 3:18 on the clock. 17 for your Lady Eagles. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. I want to thank y'all for being a part of the growth of this. Reese is going to look for a way inside. She's going to ditch it off to Tannerant. Ooh, going to get out of the hands of that staunch that but Melton comes up with it in the corner. See, kicks it out to Jazzy. Jazzy does a pump fake, comes in. Ooh, her avenue was blocked, but she gets it out to Lewis. Lewis handles the ball, hits the baseline, kicks it out to Applegate. Applegate backs it up a couple steps, says, let's slow this thing down. Looks over at the bench. She decides she's going to attack the paint, twist, and draws the foul. Applegate, Applegate, Applegate. Ooh, the eyes said it all. That one came off the hand all wrong. Anybody that plays basketball enough, you can generally feel that one when you know it comes off wrong. Up and, rolls around the rim, comes off and lands in Evans Holland's hand. Oh, but she winds up on the ground and she's not getting up. Oh, shit, there she goes. Good. Looking at her elbow. Looks like the toe on her tennis shoe caught the ground, and that stinks. They're meant to stop only when you want them to. When they stop when you don't want them to, that's no fun. Reese looking to inbound. She's telling everybody to move. Gonna kick it in to Staunch. Working their way to the around the outside. Sasser looking at the lane, kicks it in to Johnson. Johnson to Sasser, but Sasser can't hold a hold of it. Rolls outside, going to be Indian ball. We want to say hi to Katie. She's out dress shopping today, looking for a wedding dress. Ooh, C goes down, doesn't look, her ankle just couldn't support the move. It's going to be a turnover. Reese got the ball at the top of the key again, or top of the arch. See, puts the pressure on. She's going to drive the paint, goes up, and, does not fall for it, but it's going to be picked up by Holland. Going to be rebounded by Lewis, it looks like, over to Applegate. Melton comes out of the pile with it, going to cross half court. Kick it over to C. C's going to put it up, and, it's in and out. Applegate comes out. Jazzy's going to go up with it. Unfortunately doesn't get the roll. Lewis going to get it up and, draws the foul for Maisie Lewis. Send that young lady to the line. Again, if you're sitting here watching this, y'all be sure and thank Sherman Floor Care and the Dairy Bar. They came on board, so no matter where you're at, we'll be right here bringing you the action. Live, local, now. It's not just a slogan, it's a reality now, thanks to VZTV LLC, baby. Lupe, hey girl, what's up? How you doing? Maisie Lewis puts it up and in. Put that penny in the bank. 42-17 your score. Got Stanley bringing it down, scanning the court, looking for a means of attack. Pringle feeds it inside to Linwood. Linwood back out to Sasser. Sasser's going to say, I'm going to take it inside. But it gets snagged like a wallet in New York. Going to wind up on the ground. Grace C going to get the jump ball. It looks like the Indians going to come out ahead on that one. I hope your day's going good, Miss Lupe. We're going to be right here. I hope to see you in every single game. Comment. I'm going to hold you to it. Applegate makes her way around, hands the ball off to Jazzy. Double screen with Lewis. Lewis kicks it into Melton. Melton attacks, kicks out to Applegate. Applegate up. Unable to land. C comes down with it, but it's going to be knocked out by Stanley. Give it to the Lady Indians. 30 seconds on the board in this third quarter. Applegate's going to grab it. She looks up at the clock, decides to hit the paint. She backs up, tries it again. Over her head, up, and draws the foul. Oh, no, she travels. Those boots were made for walking. That's not what you should do. That clock is hitting 13 seconds. This third quarter's about to be through. Hey, how'd you like that one? I think I could beat them in a wrap-off. What do you think? Stanley takes it into the most populated area on the court, and the ball gets away, and the buzzer sounds before it comes under control. if you're sitting here watching this action and you're watching it in 4K, I want y'all to say thank you to John Gibson and Gibson Service Company. If it's sand and gravel, if it's civil engineering, give him a call. Even if you've got a project you're not for sure if he can do, call him up, say thank you, and then ask him, can you help me out, sir? Thank you, John Gibson, Gibson Service Company, for bringing us 4K crystal clear. I want to thank Leah Irwin and Irwin down at Flyway Southern Outdoors. She always keeps me looking good while we're out here on the sidelines and in the public eye. We want to say thank you to Dairy Bar. Dairy Bar, they came on board to help Sherman Floor Care to be sure to bring you the Lady Indians. Nikki Rowan herself is a Lady Indian, former Lady Indian, now a business owner. Come back to support the Lady Indians. And don't forget about Sherman Floor Care. Sherman Floor Care, it doesn't matter the stain, give them a call. They'll take care of it for you. And if you're watching this right now, you're watching it on the newly formed VZTV LLC. Y'all be sure and push that name out there, guys. This is new. We're growing. We're going to be the hottest thing around. Rural East Texas sports, news, entertainment. We want to be your one-stop shop for everything. Everything. Not just everything local, everything. We want to be that place to stop. So y'all come here, and if you're watching it here, you can thank Elliott Law Firm. Elliott Law Firm is the official law firm of VZTV and the Grand Saline Sun. All righty, looks like we're getting ready for some more basketball action here in Grand Saline at the Eddie Rogers Memorial Tournament. .42-17 sitting on the clock. Oh, it looks like we might have stepped across the line before we got rid of the basketball. I don't know. We had the Chapel Hill Giants in front of me, so I couldn't see nothing. they getting ready for the next game coming up, and so therefore we got Harold at the top of the game. Okay, he dunked for me that time. Thank you, sir. Good group of kids. We've enjoyed covering them all week. Every school. Lewis gets the ball inside and gets fouled trying to go back up. It looks like they'll give it to her on the floor. Lewis looks to the inbound. Oh, I thought they were. Whistles were blue. Now we're back under action. All righty. Kicked inside. Oh, Phillips fights for the ball, goes up and gets the foul trying to put it up. Good hustle by the Phillips. Colby Phillips on the line, looking to put some more on the board for the Indians. There we go. Boom, there we go. Put that penny in the bank. Phillips squaring up again, puts it up, and ooh, off the back of the rim, unable to make it. Reese grabs the rebound, kicks it over to Stanley. Stanley making their way over to, was that Reese on the inside? She's going to break to the baseline, up, and it is good. Good run for the Eagles. Harold's grabbing the ball, doesn't stop. Jazzy had her back to, oh, perfect timing, comes up on, ooh, just a little bit deeper, and two of them off the bottom before it goes out. 35 on Facebook. Rock on. Thank you, everybody, for coming in, tuning in. Y'all be sure to like, tag, and share. Let's get everybody, let's build this audience up. Let's give these Lady Indians an audience. Oh, almost about to fall. I'm trying to work on the oohs. I know that. Okay, Reese clearing her personal space there. She wanted a bubble there. Gives it out to Stanley. Stanley takes it all the way to the other end. Kicks it over to, no, did not fall. Linwood tried to go up. I think there might have been a foul in that process. Send Linwood to the line. That was going to fall on Phillips. She's going to raise her hand on that one. 2 for the point guard. Linwood, they call that a good foul in basketball because Linwood can't connect on that. We got Crabtree back in the game. Going to give Pringle a little bit of a breather. Linwood does not connect with the rim. That's going to be Indian ball. We now have Roundtree in for the Eagles. Ball comes down to Jazzy. Jazzy gets it in the corner, rolls it around to the top, kicks it over to Melton. Melton kicks it out to Harold. Harold around the top, hits the paint, kicks it out to Phillips. Phillips up. Ooh, can't connect, but going to be rebounded by Melton. Phillips tacks the bucket. Ooh, but Roundtree says no. No, Crabtree says no. Get that out of here. Maisie Lewis looking to inbound. Kicks it inside to Melton, who draws the foul. Going up for the inbound shot. Make her way over to the line. Not exactly sure which New Dinah. Looks like 23 maybe. Which is going to be Crabtree. Yeah, Crabtree picks up her first. Melton puts it up. Off the back of the rim. Not going to go in the bank. 43-19 is your score with 6:04 left in the fourth. Ooh, rolls around, but Lewis grabs that rebound. She pushes off. Ooh, does not make any connection on that one. Melton chasing down Reese down the cuts off by Jazzy. Jazzy's got her trapped at half court. Long throw by Crabtree. Crabtree gets it on the ground, almost travels. Looks like Stanley's going to get back over to Reese. Kicks it inside to Roundtree. Jazzy all the way down. Boom, baby. Put that deuce in the bank. Mama Morgan out there saying, go, girl, go, girl, go, girl. That's my girl. Stanley kicks it over to Crabtree. Ooh, good move by Maisie, but it lands up in Sasser's hands. But another touch brings it into Phillips' hand, down to Jazzy, and another one for Morgan. Oh, she doesn't pull it in. Reese kicks it up. Okay. Oh, Melton takes a hard one, but she gets up. She shakes it off. Phillips. A whole lot of commotion going on. Harold picks up her dribble, and it looks like there's going to be a timeout called. I think Grant Saline might have called that one. Not for sure. Okay, I'm getting a thumbs up from Tristan. So now, as we take this break, we're going to say that, okay, be back here at 12:45. We're going to be filming Grand Saline boys versus Gilmer. If you want to see a showdown, I talked to Coach Hass a while ago. He's right now trying to devise a method to go in and handle them boys. If you've watched that, it's not just 3A teams here. The 4A teams have come in. These girls right here play Chapel Hill and Brownsboro. We've got Gilmer. We've got Brownsboro, I think, ahead of us still. We've got some big hitters still ahead of us, 4A teams. You're going to see some good basketball action. Y'all be sure and say, hey, guys, I don't care. If you're mowing your yard today, put that phone up in front of you. Watch it while you mow. It may not be the straightest lines out there, but you get to keep up with the basketball action here in Grand Saline, Texas. All right, 4:40 left on the clock, 45-19 is your scoreboard. C brings it in to Rumfield. Rumfield picks up her dribble and gets it over to C, who feeds it inside to Hoover. Good fake move in and put some money in the bank for them Indians. 47-19, 4:25 left on the clock. Stanley makes her way over towards the side. Ooh, going to get a finger on it by Applegate. Ball goes into the backcourt, but because it was touched by Applegate, Sasser tries to come up with it. Crabtree trying to find a way inside. Back over to Crabtree. Reese down to Stanley. Stanley up. Ooh, nothing but the hands of C. Grace comes up with it, kicks it over to Rumfield. Rumfield attacks the paint, pulls it back out, slows things down. Coach Horton over there, hollering instructions saying what to do. Rumfield just trying to look for a means of attack. Over to Jazzy. Jazzy kicks inside to Hoover. Hoover kicks in, kicks off the glass, and ooh, it almost goes in, but Jazzy has it, and oh, wow, just not falling for the rebound game. Ball in the hand of Stanley now for the Eagles. Jazzy gets her hand on that one. Eagles able to recover. Reese looking around. Sort of a little bit of a slow-paced game right now. Sort of a run-out-the-clock situation. Sasser goes up. Going to grab the foul from Rumfield. Send her to the line probably, unless they call it on the floor. Depends on where they, okay, they're going to send her to the line. Off the side of the rim, as they say, good foul. 47-19, 2:51 left in the game. Before we wrap things up, I want to give another shout out to the crew that really make this happen. They're the ones that fight in the background to make sure this happens. I just get on mic and watch some basketball. Corbin up there in the stands, he's the one that's following the action on the camera. Kimberly Sherman, she's filling in for Katie Hicks over here on the computer. We got my friend Watson over here making sure everything's running right. And Tristan Thompson over here on the soundboard, make sure I don't blow your speakers and keeping up with the cha-changs. And you can also blame him for the air balls. Y'all look him up. It wasn't my idea. It was all Tristan. He said, yeah. Everybody out there knows Bert. I even actually literally said it on live yesterday. I want this for that. So, yeah. I can never sway a jury. 2:15 on the board. 47-20. Lewis inbounds to Rumfield. We got Brown picking up the action right out there. Picks Rumfield up at half court, but Rumfield unable to find the bucket. Gets over to Phillips. Phillips set it up, kicks it over to Rumfield. Makes a break. Rumfield kicks it back out. Oh, inside to Maisie. All the way across to Harrell. Harrell attacks the paint. Kicks it over to Melton. Melton goes to the corner, kicks it over to Rumfield. Rumfield backs it up. Kicks it over to Phillips. Holland unable to grab it. Melton goes in, kicks it out to Harrell. Harrell up. Boom! And put it in there and give her one. 4-point opportunity for Harrell. Harrell eyeballing the rim. Ooh, and it comes off the front of it. But, ooh, she fights for her own rebound but can't come up with it. Evans Holland grabs the ball, tries to take it down court. Slows down the action, gives it over to Brown. Sasser up for the shot. Ooh, nothing but Harrell. Harrell grabs the ball, but she gets forced out of bounds. They're going to give the ball to the Indians. 1 minute, 10 seconds on the clock, 50-20. I can do that kind of math. That's what I call Burt math. That's 30 points. Apple. Kick it. Melton comes up with it underneath. Phillips trying to find some breathing room over there. She's mean mugging as she's going there. She's trying to get that ball to the inside. Working hard. Ball kicked out to Melton. Applegate grabs the ball at the top of the arch, kicks over to Lewis. Lewis looks at the rim. Ooh, comes off of it. Oh, even fooled old Tristan over here. I wish I had every dime for every time he missed that one. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Kick out to Brown. Brown, I think Phillips got a hand on that one. Nothing. but the out of bounds. 21.9 seconds, 50-20 in favor of your Lady Indians. It's easy to get trigger happy, isn't it, Tristan? All righty. Evans Holland inbounds the ball. Going to get it over to Pringle. Pringle picks up the dribble, going to face some hard pressure. Reese is the one that grabbed that one. That's what threw me off. There's two Reeses out there now. A Hadley and a Taryn. Evans Holland with the inbound. Kicks it out to Pringle. 9 seconds on the board. Pringle facing some pressure from Applegate. Evans Holland grabs the ball, goes elbow to elbow with Melton. Works her around the top, throws it up last second, and oh, so close. But that is going to freeze the clock and the scoreboard at 50-20 in favor of your Lady Indians. We will see you back here just shortly for the boys versus Gilmer game at 12:45. Thank you for viewing. Be sure to like, tag, and share, and let everybody out there know we're live, local, and we're now here in Grand Saline, Texas at the Eddie Rogers basketball tournament. See y'all later.